Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academia of course. Season 2 episode 7 was this week's. Sorry, forgot. Everything else that came out this week was like episode 6, so episode 7 because it's Saturday, it always screws with me. But yeah, this episode really hype. I enjoyed it a lot. Was it the best episode this season so far? Maybe not, but I don't know, I thought it was really good. Starting from the beginning, we are of course going into Izuku versus Shinso. We have Shinso talking about how his quirk has put him at a disadvantage in the or how he's like been at a disadvantage from the start and everything. It's explained that his quirk put him at a disadvantage in the entrance exam. Then he orders Izuku to go and walk out of bounds. The OST is really good when we're getting all this and we get the explanation that his quirk is brainwashing. And of course the trigger, Ojiro warned him about the trigger and the way to get out of it. The trigger being if you answer him, and how to get out of it being if you receive some sort of a shock. So then Izuku, of course, sees 8 figures, and this was done very well. Sees 8 figures in the doorway, one being All Might, and it activates One for All in his fingers for a moment, so he breaks his own fingers to snap out of control, and the OST is so damn good. We move into a fist fight with him and Shinso, but it was kind of just very brief. Still good though. I like the way it was done. It felt very real in the sense of this universe. But yeah, it felt pretty realistic. They had an arm toss out of bounds, which was an interesting way to do it. It was giving Izuku a win in a fight, but they were giving him a weak win. They weren't giving him a decisive win. So I think I think it was done well, because we know Izuku's the main character. We still need to see him grow. This keeps him from looking too strong too early on. It keeps him from overusing his power too early on, since he has other matches that they have to have him fight. So yeah, I thought that was a good way to end it. We have a flashback after the commercial break to 3 years ago for Shinso in middle school, and everyone just, it was just a brief way to show us how he feels. Like, everyone has always assumed his quirk was evil, assumed if somebody had the quirk to brainwash somebody, it'd be so easy for them to use it for bad. But he actually wants to be a good guy and wants to be a hero. And the feels for me were very hard, actually. I wasn't expecting them to translate it that well, to actually have me feeling as much as I did when they were, when they had the sequence where all the pros were like, you know, it's great, UA must be making mistakes, but if they don't have him in the heroics program, but then they're like, they have so many people that it's bound to happen here and there that somebody with a great quirk doesn't get into the heroics program. So it shows that he has a chance in the future to still become a hero, to still get into the program. And then we had the funny sort of back and forth where he would say something and Izuku would answer him, and he'd be like, don't answer somebody so quickly, or you might be taking advantage of somebody or whatever, and Izuku's like, yeah, I won't, and he just keeps doing it. Also, I liked that when he hit Izuku that second time with his brainwashing quirk, he was like, don't lose in an undignified manner or something, which I thought was really good. Then we have the sequence with All Might and Recovery Girl, which was really good. I loved how they had the serious OST, everything is serious, Izuku's describing what happened, he's like, it's such an important thing, like, I think this is the past users of this quirk, and All Might's only reaction is just scary. I really like that. And then, of course, after Izuku left, when he's like, you know, it's probably good, because it gives you that little bit of feels like, even when All Might's gone, All Might will be with him, just a little part of him like that. So a part of him will always live on. What it reminds me of, it almost reminds me of, you guys remember Katekyo Hitman Reborn with the Vangala past family heads? That's what this reminds me of a lot. And then at the very end, we get the hallway scene with Todoroki and Endeavor. Pretty good. Todoroki saying he's going to win with only the ice. Endeavor's like, there's a limit to that. And then Todoroki in a match versus Hanto, which was kind of a squash match. But I think it was done well in the fact that Hanta still looked cool. The animation was really pretty good for when he went on the offensive at first, and I was like, oh crap, that's actually pretty cool looking. And then Todoroki just is so overwhelmingly powerful. It's just such a huge difference from seeing the way that Shinso and Izuku fought to the way that Hanta and Todoroki fought. It was just so different. Um, man, Todoroki is just so OP at this moment. Like, I thought it was really, really cool. Because you gotta think, how could any of the other students deal with a guy that can just freeze the entire arena, really? So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that it was good all the way through when we end with Izuku looking on Todoroki thinking, man, he just seems so sad. And also, a lot of people have assumed from that conversation in the hallway when he's like, you're not like your siblings. A lot of people I saw were already putting it together. They're like, if he has siblings, they're probably older siblings, because you think if the dad had the quirk and the mom had the quirk and they were trying to get somebody who had both, it might take a couple tries. So it's like when Endeavor was talking about, your older siblings were kind of like failed experiments to create you the perfect one. So I don't know, that whole family, I hope we get more into that in the future as well, assuming we will. And yeah, episode as a whole, thought it was really awesome. I thought both fights were done well, even if I felt like both were a bit quick, but they were still done well. I still liked it. And yeah, the OST and art were really great, always entertaining, I feel. Especially the OST. The OST was really good this week. Not going to give it quite a perfect score, though, because it wasn't there for a perfect score, but it was very, very good. So I would even give it 9.5 visions of the past users out of 10. Ooh, that was a bit of a stretch, but yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was really, really good. It's better than just about any other show I've been watching by a decent margin. Yeah, so it looks like next week from the preview that there's going to be 5 matches. It looks like all of the matches except for the Uraraka Bakugo one. So we'll probably see those 5 matches, then we'll get set up, and we'll do like we did last episode, where it'll end with the 2 of them coming to the arena, and then bam, next episode will be those 2, and then we'll move on into the next round. At least that's how I'm assuming the pacing will go, which seems fine, because for the fights that aren't like main characters, I still really want to see them all, and I'm hoping we get to see them all at least a little bit, but while I do want to see them all, we don't need to spend like a whole episode on every fight. That wouldn't be, I don't know, that'd maybe be a little bit of a waste. So, yeah, I think it's all good. I guess that was all that there was to discuss this week. Like if you did like the video, though, and comment down there, tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. If you agreed, disagreed, or whatever else. Subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, both anime and manga, and follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.